Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatye Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samastajana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Brahmavitvaram Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramanandamadhavam Paramanandamadhavam. Hari Om. So today is a very interesting topic that we are going to discuss about. Often asked question, probably if we have to list down frequently asked questions to a Vedantin or rather to any spiritual person, I think in top 3 these questions will come. These line of questioning will come. What is it? What is the role of destiny in my life? Is everything predestined? Is everything already decided? Or do I have a choice? If I have a choice, how much of a choice do I have? And one very interesting question that we always get is my choice according to destiny or is it independent? Right? So, today let us take some time and let us think about all these questions about, in general, the topic of destiny, free will and grace. So let us first understand what is the word destiny mean. Sometimes the word destiny is used, sometimes fate in English the word is used. In Sanskrit, the words that are used to indicate this, actually many words are there, but often used words are prarabdha, daiva, sometimes in the scriptures etc. adrishta, such words are also used. So let us understand one by one what do these words mean, so that we get a clarity on what is the meaning of the word destiny. Then we will go and find out what is the role that it has on our life, etc. Right? So prarabdha, pra plus arabdha. Arabdha means that which has already begun. And pra means prakarshena arabdha, that which has begun well. Well begun means what? It is in motion. That is called as prarabdha. So in the Vedanta, how do we say what is prarabdha? So results of actions, karma phala, is generally of 3 types. That is not the main topic, so I am not going to explain a lot about it, but just I am referring to few things. Sanchita, prarabdha and agami. These are the 3 types of karmas. What actually they mean is karma phalas, results of action. Sanchita is the entire collection of results of all our past actions together. Sanchita. From that entire set, a small group of results which is ready to fructify, which is ready to give its result as sukha dukkha, separates itself from this entire collection. That part is called as prarabdha. So out of all my results of all my past actions, of all my past births, the portion which is ready to give its result to me, that is called as prarabdha. Careful. Let us say till now, since my birth, I have done so many actions. Right? Even before this, in my previous births, I have done some actions. Each action will have its result. And when that result is created, at that very moment, it is decided at what time this result is going to come back to me. I have done action, I only have to go through the result. But when will it come to me? That is also decided at the very moment of performance of action. So this entire collection is called as Sanchita, right? From that entire collection, the portion which separates itself because it is ready to give its result, that is called as Prarabdha. So basically, when we say Prarabdha as destiny, what it means? It is a set of results of my past actions which are ready to give their results. Are you following so far? Okay. So destiny, when I say, one thing is it is the result of my own action. That is number one. Very clear. It is not that somebody else has performed action and I have to go through result. That does not happen. It does not happen, thank God. Otherwise it would have been very, very difficult. My own actions are sometimes not under my control. Other people's actions, of course, not under my control. So logic number one is what? It is result of my own actions. Number two, it is ready to give its result in this life. Prarabdha. Now another word that is used, fate or daiva. What does this word daiva indicate? Daiva means that which is divinely ordained. Daiva. Devata means divine. Ordained by the divine. Careful. It is not said created by the divine. It is ordained by the divine. Means what? This prarabdha, results of my own actions in the past, comes to me on the order of the Lord. Okay? Lord is not creating any result for us. He is just delivering it back. Or you can even say, why should we just say God at this moment? We say naturally it comes back to me. See, simple example let us take. Okay, this is watch. Okay, now this watch, when I throw up, it will come down. Okay, why? Because of the law of gravitation. When I throw the watch up, it will come down. And how fast should it come down depends on how fast have I thrown. Correct or no? My own action of throwing the watch up will result in the watch coming down, and how long will it take for it to come down depends on how much force I have put. Clear? Now, suppose it happens that I threw the watch up, very up, and I forgot that I have thrown, and I start talking. Sometimes in cricket, etc., it happens. Somebody takes a catch, and out of that joy, excitement, they throw the ball up, and then they meet their other cricketers, etc., teammates, etc., and they forget that the ball is still up, and it comes back and hits you. Okay, careful. This ball hitting me is result of my own action. But it has come and hit me only is because of the natural law. I have performed the action, I myself will get the result. This is the natural law. And therefore, since it follows this natural progression, it is also called as daiva. Natural law means somebody must be taking care of that law, isn't it? That is called as daiva. So, prarabdha, daiva. Third word that is generally used is called adrishta, which is unseen. In Vedanta, punya papa is also called as adrishta. That is what is this prarabdha also. That is what is destiny. Adrishta means unseen result. Means what? See, whenever we perform any action, we don't know what result it is generating. You understand? We don't know what result it is generating. Whether it is generating punya or papa, and when will I get, how will I get, we don't know all those things. And therefore, it is called as unseen. And therefore, we cannot know it. Please note this point also. We can never know what exactly is our prarabdha. Because it is unseen, it is beyond mind. It is the one that has created the mind. How can mind come to know about its cause? Not possible. So this destiny that we have, we cannot know. Vedji, then what is this palmistry, etc., Jyotish Vidya? They predict some of the occurrences in our life. Predict. It is a science of prediction. And they predict means what? It may happen like this. Why? It looks like it will happen like this. They have developed some insight into that science. They analyze, and then there is intuition also that is added, and then they say that this is a possibility. But for sure, it is not like that. They cannot say that it is like this because you have a prarabdha. There is a possibility of this. So destiny cannot be seen, can be predicted based on what is happening. See, very simple life, no? Whenever we are going through a bad patch or difficult situations, we say, "Abhi mera prarabdha bahut difficult chal raha hai. I am going through a very bad phase." How do you know? Looking at the situation that I am thrown in, I am predicting that there is a bad prarabdha which is now fructifying. Prediction. Not confirmation, it's a prediction. So it is unseen. So this is called as prarabdha, destiny. Now the counterpart of this prarabdha is what is called as self-effort, or sometimes also called as free will. In Sanskrit, the words are purushartha. Often you must have heard this word purushartha. Prarabdha versus purushartha. Prarabdha means destiny. Purushartha means my effort. Right. Purushaihi arthyate. Basically it means purushartha has got a different connotation, and therefore dharma, artha, kama, moksha, those kind of purusharthas we speak of. So to avoid that confusion, sometimes instead of purushartha, the word that is used is purusha prayatna. Purusha prayatna. Prayatna means effort. Efforts of a person. Now feminists don't say why it is a purusha prayatna only, it should be stri prayatna. It can be any. Swaprayatna. You write swaprayatna. Swaprayatna means one's own effort. You can be male, female, other gender, any no problem. Okay. Swaprayatna. For the ease of understanding, we are going to use the word Purusha Prayatna because it is commonly accepted word, okay? But when you understand, please translate it into Swaprayatna and listen, especially all the feminists, okay? So, Prarabdha and Purusha Prayatna. Now, where is this Purusha Prayatna is what? My ability to perform action with freedom, where I have a choice. Purusha Prayatna indicates this sense of choice. What do we mean sense of choice? Many times, many people think that every single situation that we go through in life is forced on us. We don't have choice. We also sometimes have this kind of feeling, especially when we are going through a difficult situation. We say, what to do, Veji? It is all because of destiny only. What to do? God wants me to be like this, etc., etc. We use these sentences, right? So we do feel that the situation that we are in is forced upon us, and we don't have a choice. Many times when you ask youngsters also, you will ask them that, what you want to become or what you want to do in life after this phase. Then they will say, Swamiji, we want to do so many things, but what to do? We have to do this. Means what? We don't want, but somebody is forcing me to do this. we get a feeling from this entire transaction that we have no freedom of choice, of action. Is it really like this? Let me ask a simple question, and then you will be able to understand this point clearly. Today, we all are here. You all have joined this session online. Is it because of your prarabdha, or is it because of your purusha prayatna? Think. Have an answer in your mind. There are people who think that we are here because of our destiny. Some people will be there, and they will say, what do you mean destiny? 10 o'clock, I switched on my laptop, I logged in, I clicked the link. It is my prayatna, my effort. Now remember, at this very moment, do we have a choice or no? You have a choice or no? Whether to remain online meeting, whether to remain there or leave. You have a choice. Remember that choice I also have. I can also say, chalo, enough, switch off the laptop, switch off the camera, I am going. Choice I have. See, whether I choose it or not, that is a different thing. What do I choose? That is a different thing. That is a different thing altogether. But I do have a choice. Now, some people will say, no, Vedji, it only appears as a choice. It only appears as a choice. There is actually no choice. Let me give example for this. Okay, I'll give a simpler example. One very bad example had come to my mind, but let me give a simpler example. Suppose I ask my mother, I am a school going or college going boy, and I ask my mother that, mother, my friends are calling me for a movie. Okay, I very well know that I have exam tomorrow, but my friends are going for one very famous movie, and I go and I ask my mother, should I go? Should I go? Now you see what mother does. She knows her son very well. She knows that if I say no, he will start to argue. If I say yes, then he will have no sense of why this is not the right time, exam is there, etc. He will not remember all these things, right? So the best answer that she gives is, do whatever you want. Now, please, folks, this answer sounds like you have a freedom of action, but you don't. Why? Because your mother is telling, don't go. The words that she is saying is, do whatever you want. The example that I was going to give was of husband and wife. Now you understand, all those who are married, you understand what example I am going to give. I used it for mother and son because why unnecessarily to trouble you all. No? Something that I have gone through, I should tell that. So the moment it looks like there is a freedom, but actually there is no freedom. What do you mean? You will be forced to take a decision which the other person wants you to take, and it will look like you had freedom. So is it like that happening at the moment? Are you forced to remain here? Are you forced to do a particular action, or do we really have a choice? Understanding the dichotomy, the two things that we are discussing about. Right? Now Gurudev, Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayananji, he used to solve this entire problem in a very, very beautiful way. He used to say, at every moment of our life, we encounter both prarabdha and purusha prayatna at the same moment. So very famous quote of his is there. He used to say, what we meet in life is our destiny. How we meet it is our self-effort or free will. So what situation we are in is according to our prarabdha, but what we do with that situation is our free will. Let me continue the same example. Let us say for a moment that we all will join here today in the online session is our prarabdha. But having joined the session, do we pay attention to what is going on or do we sleep? Do we focus on the session or do we focus on everything else other than the session? That is a free will. So at every moment we are encountering both. Destiny also, free will also. This is nice, no? So don't ever complain. What is this? A very bad situation. Why you can't complain? Because it is result of your own past actions. You will complain to whom? No, Vedji, it is not my action. It is because of my mother it is happening like this. It may look like it is happening because of somebody, but the fact of the matter is, it is your own past action which is coming back to you. So at every moment in time, when the situation is generated by destiny, I have a choice of what to do in that situation, and that is called as self-effort, free will, purusha prayatna. So far, okay? Following? Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.